Okay, now let's Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, the laid back, down to earth life coach, Aisha Israel, and you have joined us on Monday, November 7th, 2022. So, if you can see me clearly, you can see that I'm wearing, the blue and gold, because this is Founders Week for my sorority, and we are celebrating 100 years. So, you're going to see me in a lot of blue and gold for the next couple of weeks. But I'm really excited about that. We have so many things planned. And if you know, you know, we had a really good celebration in July out in Indianapolis. We definitely took over Indianapolis, painted the city blue and gold. And I'm so excited for what's coming up this weekend. All right. So without going deep into that, we're going to talk about the lineup tonight. So we have an exciting lineup tonight. We have two boss chicks in the house. We have T Money here. I'm calling it now T Money Monday because she really brings the knowledge when it comes to managing your money, building your net worth, and growing your wealth. So we're excited about that. And I was told before, because I usually say, get your pen and paper ready. I was told that I was dating myself. So get whatever you record your information on and get ready to just take down that information and reserve it, because I have just a lot of information getting ready to come your way. And then, of course, later on in the show, we have Girl Talk, where we're going to answer your relationship questions. So don't forget to put your comments in the comment section so we know that you're here and join the conversation. All right, so up next are our boss chicks. So like I said, tonight we have two, Shonta Connolly and Crystal Thomas. They are the founders and creators of the very first African-American owned tableware supply company. I'm going to let them explain to you what that is, how they got started, why they got started, and how things are going now. So without further ado, it's time to bring on our boss chicks. Ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Sorry, we like a box of plans. So sorry. We're gonna try not to do this all night. We're gonna try not to. It's so weird.
That's so funny. Okay.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm excited because I want to hear just how you got started and how all of that goes together. What made you even consider starting a tableware? Well, first tell everybody what a paper. I messed up already.
we were following along with you. We get tongue tied too.
Yeah, it's a tableware, a party tableware company. So basically, we are the you know how Hallmark has mahogany, like the black cars and that kind of deal. We are that. We aspire to be that to like the party cities of the world. Yeah, so we're a female black-owned tableware company that'll help you celebrate. Our tagline is our celebrations. So come on,
sorry.
I'm being candid. I'm having a blind moment. we'll help you celebrate our celebrations our way, basically, is our tagline.
Okay.
So yeah. So how we started was Shonta and I also have an experiential marketing business that we do, and we do like experiential branding for corporations and things like that on an event basis. So that's kind of how we started working together. And when we were curating for certain things, there's just certain looks and things that we look for that we haven't been able to find. Long story short, COVID happened, all of our events got canceled. And so we saw a full calendar for 2020 go from
full
to nothing. So in freaking out, she calls and she's like, so I got an idea. What if we take our events and our experiential marketing and we take it to them? And we created something called eBash Box.
Yeah.
So eBash Box was a social distance party company that we would curate social distance parties and send them to you and your guests. So because everybody was doing Zoom parties at that time.
They were all boring.
Yeah. So you just kind of sat on Zoom. I was like, okay, happy birthday.
Right.
We would create interactive parties with games and all kind of stuff that people had to get together. And it kind of felt like you were all together physically because you guys were playing games interactively and celebrating whatever your celebrations were. So when we were doing that, it brought us back to a conversation we had a year prior.
It became mundane. Let's start there. It was too much. It was planning little babies' birthday parties every single day. And it became too much. And so we realized the pandemic was over. Well, it wasn't over, but Zoom parties were done. People were tired of being inside and they wanted to be outside. It was like, okay, now this is no longer a thing. And so we were like, what's next? And so years ago, we had talked about it. She always wanted to do something for Juneteenth. And so she kept saying, let's do a Juneteenth line. Let's do a Juneteenth line. And I'm like, forget that. Let's do all Black holidays. And long story short, we got to work and started Celeplated. We launched our first year with a Juneteenth line. It sold out in 2 weeks. Thank y'all. Everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so we officially launched this year with the Juneteenth line, and then we also launched a new line, which was our 4th of July line,
called the Free-ish line.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And that was our nod to us just barbecuing on the 4th because we know our true holiday is on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we started.
Yeah.
How exciting. So I mean, because I'm trying. With so much going on with the pandemic and everything, I'm trying to remember how I came across that. I'm pretty sure the Juneteenth thing caught my eye, but I think just the fact that it was African American owned, and I think during that time, I mean, I've always looked for and celebrated Black owned companies, but it was like during that time there were African American companies coming up that weren't typically run by African Americans. Why you caught my eye, because I don't think I've ever sat around with any of my friends who are entrepreneurs who said, let's do some party wear. They might, we do parties, we plan events, we do lots of things, but as far as let's create a party line, party wear company, I was like, that's creative, that's original. How did you get there? So
Aisha, with going with you doing events and you going shopping, you see it's the typical standard Black girl that's on a plate with her hand out or something like that. It's very generic, and that's because these big box companies were creating for us, but they are not involved in our culture,
it seems that they don't have people who look like us and celebrate like us at the table when they are when they are curating for us and during our holidays. So that's why we always end up seeing the same thing. Right. You've seen, obviously we've seen stuff for Kwanzaa, Juneteenth more this year than we did previous years. But it still was very much the same stuff we've seen all the time. So we wanted to create it and do it in a way that's cute. Like, because we are the event people, we are the party planners. We want, we're tablescapes are a big deal to us, whether it's disposable or not. We want it to be super cute. And that was something that we really wanted to set out to do, was create it in a way that was super cute and chic, that you felt like, oh my God, I want to use this, and meaningful. And we want not just our people, like, you know how we all get together and we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, like everybody's black that day, you know what I mean? Like eventually we want people to want to celebrate Juneteenth as well. So we wanted to make sure we created party tableware that even people that didn't look like us would be happy to have on their table and that kind of
deal. Okay. So exclusive but not exclusive. Exclusive but inclusive.
That's it. Yeah.
So now do you, because I know, you have your website and I see you all on social media, and I'm wondering, are they in stores? Like, can somebody get them in a store?
We are e-commerce based only at the moment.
Okay.
But we are working. We have been working in silence. So we are very hopeful soon that you can find us at other places.
Yeah.
We'll put it like
that. That will make it more easily accessible to the masses. So we're working on it.
So they heard it first here on Candid Conversations.
Yes.
Make sure you got stuff.
That's exclusive.
I love it. I love it. So I'm trying to think what else was now. Okay, so I know that this wasn't your first company, and you said that you all were doing events already. And I know when Shonta and I spoke, you were planning some big trip, and I don't remember what it was right now, and I apologize. But how did that go? What was it, and how did it go?
So we, our agency is Agency Brand You. We are a referral-based experiential marketing firm where we do experiential marketing events for corporations. Okay. One of our near and dear is Mayo Organics, and we love them deeply. This is such an amazing company. The founders, the product, all encompasses.
I use their product.
Oh yeah. And so we were planning for the owner, Monique Rodriguez. She does an entrepreneurial retreat in Mexico. And that's what we were planning when you and I first connected. So it went fantastic. I think she has a few tickets left. So ladies, it's an amazing, Aisha, it's an amazing retreat for women entrepreneurs. I strongly encourage every woman I know, if you can invest in yourself, this is the opportunity that you want to invest in, and you will see your return on your investment tenfold when you leave. It's an amazing experience. Not because we plan it and we make sure that it is amazing.
Well, in addition to business and entrepreneurship, I love an excuse to travel.
So. Yeah. And this place, it's an amazing retreat. We can't really put it into words. You just have to experience it. Yeah, it's really, really great.
How many days?
Is it 4 days? 4 days, Thursday to Monday.
Okay. Oh, and so
and it's during Women's History Month, so it's
and it's and we're just nodding our clients, but Tina Knowles herself will be there as one of the keynote speakers. We're legit gonna be like best friends. Her stepmom, her stepdaughter.
Her stepniece, anything.
That's funny. Okay, well, I'll definitely have to get the information from you. It sounds exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, before I ask my big question, do you have anything you want to add that I haven't asked yet? Anything new coming up? Anything you want to?
We can say this. We are about to launch 2 new lines that has not been introduced to the world just yet. And we say first quarter?
Yeah, first quarter.
We can give you first quarter.
First quarter, and it's one of them celebrates the most important holiday of all.
Yep. That's what we can say.
That's all I can tell you.
That's it. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. Now, there are 2 of you, and I know you guys work together, and you have a lot that you've collaborated on even prior to being business partners. But I want to ask you individually. Okay. So you guys have to answer separately. What makes you a boss chick?
Oh.
Yes.
You want to ask?
No, I'll let you go first.
Don't be trying to get off my answer. She just wants something really clever to say so that I can go first. She knows I'm the blooper queen. So, what makes me a boss chick? I think I have an innate ability to do boss things, multitask many projects, but I do it with a smile on my face and without showing the least bit of anxiety, of stress, of anger. I hear that that's a quality of mine. I thought everybody did that. And I kind of find out that people do really get stressed out. So it's not what I do, it's how I do it.
Yes.
Because I think everybody can have this ability and can do the things that we do, but it's how you manage stress and how you manage your workload. And I don't let it overwhelm me. At least you will never see it. I don't let it overwhelm me. I just take on the challenge and I keep moving forward. So I think that's what makes me a boss chick.
I would agree with you. Yes. The one. Yeah. I, on the other hand, what makes me a boss chick is that I'm only as great as the people that I work with. So our vendors, our volunteers, the people we hire, interns, all that kind of stuff, they are just as important as Shonta and I. So we treat them with the same level of respect that we would treat our CEOs or our clients. We know that they put forth, especially when it comes to our events, our production, the people that produce our plate line and that kind of deal. It's almost like we are family in how we talk to each other, how we communicate with one another. We ask about families. Like, we don't just like, you do this for me and I pay you and da-da-da. It's not that. We create and cultivate relationships with those people that we work with. And they are what makes us great.
And she do it while bossing them. Let me say, I have to insert. Now, I have to tell you, in our dynamic, she's always going to manage the people, okay? I am the soft cookie. I am the weak one. I let people be like, oh, it's okay. Let me do it for you. This one right here, she is amazing at managing people, but managing them with love. And I mean, when I say with love, it's not like she's always nice. She's stern and she's strict with them, but they still really like
So I, in our experience, we've worked with a lot of different people in a lot of different industries, and we've gotten the chance to see how people treat people. And like she said, anybody can do what we do. You can go and create a plate line, a cut, whatever. You can go and do events and that kind of deal. But if you treat people poorly, if you treat them like crap, like, that's going to bleed into your brand and your business and who you are. And that's to us, that's the most important thing. We want people to walk away from us, whether they've experienced the event side or Celeplated, always feeling like, man, I really like them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they are so nice. They are so great. They're so great to work with. And I think that's what makes me a boss chick, and us together a boss chick and a boss chick business, is that we value those that come together to help us bring our vision and our brands to life.
We can get the job done without being a B. I hate that they say you have to be a B in this industry, because we get it done without being that. And the Lord has shown us grace. And so we just try to make sure we keep doing what we do with a smile on our face.
She's a smile on the face person for sure. Like, mine, you may see a little bit, because I'm learning to kind of mask it, but from what I'm told, I don't always mask it the best. But you're gonna get the real me. I'm gonna be, Candie. With you. But yeah, I think that's what makes me a boss and makes us boss chicks.
I think, no, she said us. I don't know if this is one of your questions, Aisha, but we are chicks together because we're yang. We are so great at our dynamic. I'm big picture. I am looking for 400,000 square foot places for Celeplated, and she's just trying to produce the next line.
You guys complement each other well.
We do. We absolutely do. So I am definitely big picture, and she's let's get it done today.
Small details.
Small details and such. So we're amazing dynamic for sure.
Okay. So one thing, because I saw the comment pop up on the screen. So when I was advertising that you all were going to be on the show, my cousin was like, "Oh, those are my girls from church," and I'm like, "Really?" So I don't know if you saw her name pop up, but hey, Nikki, you probably call her Elon.
Oh, hey, girl. She truly is.
That's how
oh, wow, that's cool. It's a small world. I had no idea. I'm like, I could have just called you and asked them. No. So the last thing before you go, I want to know if you can leave anything, any nuggets or any inspiration or any tips for an aspiring boss chick. So somebody who knows they have that in them and they have some ideas, but they're just not sure how to get started, or maybe you know how we hit bumps in the road when you're an entrepreneur. People try to knock you down. People try to do so. Just something to keep them going.
I'll start and you finish. Okay. One thing that we always do is if we have a grand idea, that we just know that this is gonna be it. We stop and we pray. We stop and we pray. We ask the Lord to open doors if this is what we're supposed to be doing. Closed doors if it's not what we're supposed to be doing. Before the pandemic happened, we were looking for an event space, right? We still have the plans for it. This big vision and ideas. We're going knocking on doors. We get in these meetings with these people and that kind of deal, and they're not going for it. And we're like, it's because we Black. Like, what is wrong? I don't understand. Like, because it was such an amazing idea in the space that we wanted to put it. We couldn't understand why people would not understand, see the vision. Right. And then COVID happened. And it was like, and we had said the prayer, but for whatever reason, that just wasn't hitting us in the face at that time. And I said, hey, let's just step back for a minute. It was like November. We have been going all year. So let's just step back. Let's take a minute, regroup, and then, we'll revisit this, because we were just getting reject after reject after reject. Okay. And then COVID happened. And it was like, oh my God, like we would have been bankrupt if we went with the plan that we thought was a good idea, instead of allowing our prayers to be answered. And the Lord was answering our prayer and closing those doors. Like, so I don't know if everybody on the call, on the show is believer or not, however you go about it, but follow your instinct, follow your gut. Look for the signs. Like for us, it was the doors constantly closing and us stepping back and saying, okay, Lord, like obviously you got something different, because Celeplated wasn't a thing at the time. Like we were just doing the event stuff, and he had something so much greater and bigger for us than we could see for ourselves at that point. So always seek ye first, you know what I mean? And see what it is that he would have you to do. And then start walking that path. And then as the doors open, keep walking. Like if you have an idea, you have a business, you have this burning desire to do it, like write it down, make it plain, journal, pray, all that kind of stuff. And keep walking. If the doors open, keep going. And if they start to close, okay, let's regroup. Because maybe he may not be saying no, he just might be saying not right now. And be okay with it. We gotta be okay with his no as well as his yes. You know what I mean? So for us, that no was such a blessing. It brought us this. Yeah. And we didn't know that then. Then this didn't come for a year after that happened. So that would be my little tidbit, is to.
Yeah, and I think I ditto everything she says. I mean, that's first and foremost. To give somebody something a little bit more tangible, understand your weakness and hire in your weakness. We aren't the best accounting book managers. Like we just aren't. We have great intentions, and we're gonna be, we're gonna track everything, and we're gonna record everything, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna meet, and sometimes you think you're so small that you're not worthy of an accountant or a bookkeeper, and you're never too small as long as you have $5 and $5 plus their fee. You can hire a bookkeeper, and I say, we are strong believers in building our foundation solid first. Yeah. And some of those things sometimes you're just such in a rush to get to that big thing. And you want overhead and you want all of this. Slow down. Get the pieces in order, and accounting and finance is so important. Start off right. Because it's a monster to go back and try to correct all of your wrongdoing. So that's a little bit more tangible. True. But our true thing is that we walk by faith, not by sight.
Absolutely. And now we will pass the collection plate. No. No, I totally agree.
www.celeplated.com.
Absolutely. So look, with that, I'm going to invite you to come back later in the show and do Girl Talk with us. And then right now we're going to bring up Taryn T Money Ferrer, who's going to give us more information. Now, you said hire an accountant. I don't know what she's going to bring us, but she has information on how to get your money right.
That's
all right.
awesome.
So sit tight, and I'll see you a little later in the show.
Okay.
Hey y'all, hey, it's T Money here. And of course, as you know, I teach ambitious female CEOs how to build the financial confidence to make millions by elevating your money management, energetically healing your relationship with money, and improving your money mindset. Now, as we get to the money tip, I don't know if y'all happen to see Mariah Carey's video on November 1st, or you've already been to Starbucks. But if you have, that means that you know this is the holiday season. And so today's money tip is all about holiday spending and how to do it without breaking the bank, going into more debt, all of those things that we love to avoid. So with that, I'm going to take you through a simple plan that you can do to prepare, or if you've already gotten started, great for you. This can be something that you can use to refine your holiday spending plan, your gifting plan, all of those things. So first, I want you to make a list of everyone you need to buy a gift for. Okay, so every single person, maybe there's like an exchange that you know that you're going to be a part of, whether it's like with your group of friends, with your office, whatever it is, right? List all of that down. Now, after that, I want you to put in a money amount, like a dollar amount, next to each name or each exchange if you're listing those out. Okay, and now when you're putting this dollar amount down, you can, if it's for an exchange, it's pretty easy, right? You'll usually have a range that might be in. If it's something like a person that you are spending for, you can kind of decide, okay, how much do I want to spend on this person, or, for this person's gift, whatever it is, right? And so after that, you're going to then list your gift ideas or themes next to each. Sometimes you already know, what you want to get somebody. I know for me, I keep a running list for my husband, for example, like throughout the year, so I can kind of refer back to things, right? But you may not have that. And so therefore you might want to put like a theme, like this is something they generally like to do. Like this person likes massages. Maybe I'm getting them a spa gift card or something, So you want to put that next to each name as well. And then once we have those together, we want to dive into your budget to allocate funds towards your holiday spending plan. Okay. So with that, there's a few ways that you can do it. So if you do have some extra disposable income that you can now channel towards holiday spending for the next couple of months, awesome, go ahead and do that. I have some people who tend to ask me okay, well, I don't have a lot extra for the disposable income, but I am, aggressively saving right now, or am aggressively paying down some debt, things like that, right? You can adjust some of those numbers if you would like to put some of it towards your savings plan. Now, the important part to say here is that if you decide to kind of take a percentage of that or a portion of that and put it towards your holiday savings plan, to make sure that once you're done with your holiday spending, you put those numbers back to where they need to be. Okay. But those are a couple ways you can do it. There are also those who like to, maybe teach a workshop on something you have expertise in to generate some few holiday funds, pick up a few extra hours, things like that. Right. So those are all options that you can have to start to build your holiday spending fund. Now, the other thing I want to say is I love proper preparation when it comes to your money, honey. Okay. And so that means that you would also love to start a gift savings fund. Okay. So you can have something like a gift savings fund that you are pouring money into throughout the year. So that way, when you get to this time of year, you're already good to go. And shout out to the folks who have been on Candid Conversations with us. Then you know that last year, that was a tip that I gave. So if you did that, holla at you. I'm proud of you. Okay. So that is something that you can do as well to make sure you have the money available and the money that you need to be ready this holiday season, to not go into debt, all of those things. And before I go, of course, I've also got to shout out Sigma Gamma Rho. I'm using my Sigma Gamma Rho wine glass tonight because our Founders Day is in a few days. So shout out to us. And that's all for the money spot today.
First and foremost, you need to have your wine.
Oh yes, it's time for Girl Talk with Dawn B, LaTanya, and yours truly, laid back down to earth life coach. All right, ladies, it's time to decide. Would you like a question, a scenario, or a personal truth? Think about it, but whatever you choose, just don't forget the wine. All right, now, it's time to get this conversation started.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Girl Talk.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so we have a full screen this evening, so I'll try to be quick about it. I'll go around the screen just introducing everyone. So everyone who has been here for the last couple of minutes already just saw Taryn T. Money Ferrer, but there she is again. Good evening, Taryn.
Hey.
All right, and then next to her is LaTanya. Hey, LaTanya.
Hey.
Today, look at you. Okay. And your background is different. And
I'm not at the office today.
Oh, okay. Hi, Candie. How are you this evening?
Good seeing everybody.
All right. And our Celeplated founders who let me unmute you. Okay, thanks. All right. And Dawn B, good evening. How are you?
Amazing. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Good. All right, so let me quickly go over the rules. So this is the Girl Talk panel. We are going to tackle relationship questions, scenarios, and personal truths. So every lady who is on the panel gets an opportunity to choose one. And when it is your turn, you can answer uninterrupted. And then when you're done, we will chime in and continue the discussion. All right, are we ready?
I think so.
Yes.
All right, Taryn, you're next to me on the screen, so you get to choose first. What would you like? A question, a scenario, or a personal truth?
Let's see. I'll do a personal truth today.
All right. What makes a man husband material for you?
Oh, I have one of those. It's so excited because our 1 year is actually in a little less than a month. Thank you. So I would say the thing that I was looking for, or a few things I was looking for, sense of humor was important to me. Somebody that I could talk to, but really just somebody like I could have fun with. And like we could be in any room and we're always, whether everybody else is having a good time or not, we're always having a good time with each other. And you know, I like my man to be pretty good looking as well. So, and I think he is.
Oh.
He's over here. So
right. Shout out to the man on the other side of the camera. No.
Right.
All right. Anybody else? What makes a man husband material for you?
Nothing. Divorced and happy. Bye.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, Tom.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's being a manly man. You know, I grew up with a dad who washed the cars and fixed things around the house. And if he can't do that, he paid for the stuff that he couldn't do. My husband is very much so. Chivalry is not there with him. He's not going to let a woman walk with bags in her hand. And he's very capable of helping her. So I need a manly man. And, you know, when we out, I need to feel protected. So a little thug in him will work too.
Understood. Yes. Anybody else?
I think my husband, who I'm married to, I've been married to him for 7 years. And
I guess for me, just someone who makes me laugh. I don't have a sense of humor at all. But he makes me laugh. So he's mine. And then not just that, but he's just he works hard. He has good hygiene for some of these men. Just be honest, they don't have good teeth. He has good teeth, good hygiene. He just overall works hard, and he always puts, me and his daughter first.
Aww, love that. Yes. Latanya, did you want to go?
Yeah, so basically what I was going to say is for me, I guess what made my husband material was more so him, who I was when I was with him. He brought out a better me, and then it's like we elevated together. No, it's not. I'm serious. Like I was a college dropout, seriously. And like on our first date, he was asking me about what I wanted to do in 5 years, and I'm like, "What's your favorite color?" And so I was just like, I want to return back to school. And he kept asking me over and over and over, when you gonna re-enroll? When you gonna re-enroll? To the point where I was like, let me get up and go back to this college and re-enroll. And so, it's just, that was probably almost 10 years ago, but we are able to grow together. And of course, the sense of humor, we're both like silly and all of that. So that helps as well.
Yeah. I think, one of you guys didn't get to talk.
Crystal. I guess I as the unmarried one on the call, along with Don B. I think what makes me a husband material is communication. How he communicates with me, how we get through our arguments or disagreements, how we communicate when it comes to family stuff, how we communicate about finances. I have a very, very special man in my life who communicates really, really well with me. And he makes me, because he communicates so well with me, he makes me feel safe to tell him anything about my insecurities. If I'm feeling some kind of way about something, if I'm feeling jealous, like whatever it is, I have a safe space with him. And he's given me the opportunity to communicate really well with him. So I think communication is key.
Yeah, it's new love. I'm so excited. I'm over here cheesing like it's me. I am just
Yeah, new love is exciting. But I want to echo that, because I totally agree with that. I feel like you need to feel safe, not only physically, but emotionally, financially as well. I think for me, what made my husband material is that he just made things easy. It's the easiest relationship that I've ever had. Like he listens, he's easy to talk to. He takes things lightly. Like I know I've said before on the show, like I've seen some people who are just, I'd be like, I'm done with them. And he's like, oh, they're okay or whatever. He's really just, I don't know. He's just really an easygoing kind of guy. And when I met him, he just looked and seemed so happy. And not that I was unhappy, but I was like, I want to know what that's about. So yeah, he's just that type of guy. I feel safe around him, and he's a good time. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Can I add something really quick? Because you said something that resonated with me. That her and my best friend been in relationships for a gazillion years, right? And when I was dating these other jokers out here, they'd be like, it's not supposed to be this hard. It's not supposed to be this hard. And I was like, y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't been dating. Y'all don't know what it's like now. And now that I have experienced a good, healthy relationship, like you said, it's the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. And you don't know that if you've never experienced it. Like you have people who've been in relationships forever trying to tell you like, it's not supposed to be like that. And you're like, no, you ain't been out here. You don't know what it's like. They don't make men like that anymore. And that's so not the truth. Like this has been the easiest thing I've ever done. And I didn't know that existed. So anybody watching, hate the dating world, I told got pee in the pool, all that stuff. I completely get it. Like don't give up, because when it's right, it is easy, like she said.
Yeah. And I agree. You don't really know until you experience it. You're like, oh man, like I've been doing all this, and you get this, and you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Don,
I'm still not going. Go money.
We got one of these episodes. Don gonna come on, and she gonna be like, well, I had a change of heart.
And, what had happened was,
well, what had happened was,
look, all it takes is the right one.
The wreck in the building.
That's so funny.
But it ain't today, and it is not going to be.
All right, cool. Well, I think we've all answered that one. So, Latanya, it is your turn. Would you like a question, a scenario, or a personal truth?
Give me a personal truth.
All right. That's what we just had, right? So this is the next one. Okay.
Oh, wait. What?
Oh,
well, yeah. No, we're here. We're here.
Okay. Do you ever take your wedding ring off? If so, when?
Yes. I take it off to clean it. When I'm putting on lotion sometimes. And most of the times when I sleep. But every other time, like if I work out, if I'm out and about, like I wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to take mine off when I went over my boyfriend's house.
We going out, girl. You are funny.
I'm joking.
So funny.
No, yeah, she's joking. Go ahead.
I actually just took mine off today, just because I'm on this weight loss journey, ladies, and it now is too big and it keeps twirling, so it annoys me. So I took it off for a little bit today, but I'm so afraid that I'm gonna lose it that I don't take it off often. So no, I don't really.
Get a sizer. I had to do that when I was in the process of when I first started a weight loss journey. It was twirling a lot, and it does that now. You can put a sizer in the inside of it, and it'll help keep it secure until you get it sized down.
See, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna do the sizer. It's a long story, but my knuckles my bone and my finger is too wide, so I can't get it sized down anymore. But I'll do the sizer. That's a good idea.
Yeah, get the sizer off Amazon.
Oh yeah,
that's good advice. Interesting advice. I don't know. I pretty much wear mine all the time, except to get it cleaned, or when I do, or when I I don't know, sometimes every now and then I need to take it off. It's like, I don't know, I've just had it on too long and my finger needs to breathe or something. There's no real reason. It's just like it's feeling uncomfortable right now, so I'll take it off like when I go to bed or something, and then but that has turned into me forgetting to put it back on in the morning because I wear it most of the time. So those times that I take it off, I have to remind myself to put it back on.
I think I wore mine so much, it's almost like I still got a tan line. What? Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wore that thing. I was faithful.
But my parents never took theirs off. So I think in my head I thought like you're not supposed to. So, what'd you say, Candie?
Someone with their ring, they never take it off. Like I'm the same with Latanya. I take it off if I'm putting on lotion or if I'm washing my hands, or if I'm just out, that's when I wear it. But if I'm in the house, I don't really wear it in the house.
Yeah, and then with the lotion, I don't like the lotion to get in my stone.
Yeah.
It dulls it out, and I don't like that.
Okay, next question.
We're gonna lose Don with all these Mary questions.
All right, Don.
That's the bitch question.
Okay, all right, Don. It's on you. What would you like?
I'll do a question. Because those two were scenarios, right?
Those
personal
were
Personal truth.
I'm sorry. Those two were personal truths. So you want a question or a scenario?
I got my chakra beads out. Maybe I get me. Yeah, give me a question.
Okay. So what's the deal with pantyhose? Do women still wear them?
Wow.
Well, hosiery. I used to love hosiery. I worked at the hosiery department in Marshall Fields like hella years ago. And I used to have every tight available. So tights and hosiery pantyhose is different. Yeah, people still wear pantyhose. I think it's an age thing.
Do they call them pantyhose?
They call them pantyhose, hosiery.
Oh.
Where's your pantyhose? The nude. Who makes that? I don't even know. It's been so long. But I mean, I had on some fishnets the other day. I'm old school. But I was cute.
Fishnets, where were you going?
My girlfriend had a party. It was a birthday party at Baseline. We was cute. But I used to wear hosiery down, honey. Well, I don't know. It was hard to find nude for my little chocolate legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always a scratchy one. But I definitely used to do sheer what brand? Givenchy and Jockey, Hanes. My mom probably still do hosiery. No, she's probably too old now. I don't know. But they sell it, so somebody wearing it.
I like to kind of have like designs in them. So like the zigzags or just something that stands out. I don't really like the just plain stockings. Unless they're tights. Like, you know, in the winter, I'll wear like opaque tights if I have on a skirt that it goes with it.
That's not pantyhose.
Pantyhose, if I'm correct, because I don't really have anything in my drawer that says pantyhose on it, but I think it's like the old school thing where it's like it's like a panty at the top, and then it's
stockings, right? I thought it was stockings. Yeah.
What did you say?
I call them stockings.
They are called women's nylon tights, hosiery, sheer, basically see through.
Yeah.
We Google search.
The only pantyhose I wear are Spanx, if that counts. That's it. Outside of that, no, you're gonna see all these little light skinned legs. No pantyhose for me at all.
Even in the winter.
Aisha, seriously, I wear leggings and jogging pants and gym shoes. Like 90% of the time I'm in comfort wear.
Got it.
Okay, so pantyhose are, oh God, I can't even read. Where are my glasses? They are generally made of, they are sheer and generally made of nylon.
Stockings. Her husband nicknamed me Pretty Stockings because I used to wear stockings, like all kind of different stockings all the time. Like it was more like fishnets or prints or tiger or something like that, something cute. I haven't worn them in a long time, but I will still if a certain outfit, like if I'm wearing all black, I'll wear a cute. If I'm wearing a boot wear or something like that, I'll wear a cute stocking just to kind of spice it up, whether it's like a print, like you said, or a fishnet or something like that.
Right.
So I still kind of wear pantyhose.
Yeah, I love hosiery. I
can't wear it. They irritate me. They make my skin itch. I can't wear it.
Get the one with the lycra in it. Those the really
the softness.
I can do leggings, but I can't. They make my legs skinny.
But Dawn's the hosiery expert, so she's saying you got to get a different type of material.
I used to literally sell hosiery. It was hilarious, and then I'm not even going to do the race. Certain people at Marshall Fields used to wear them, all kinds of runs and smell, and bring them back because that was the policy. You can.
Oh no!
I'm like, that's not okay.
I'm like, oh, here you go. Drop them in an envelope yourself. I'm not touching that. I'm going to HR. I'm like, go ahead, take these with you, sis.
No.
They got to run in them. I'm like, yeah, because you ran a marathon. This is disgusting.
That sounds horrible. All right.
I don't like them.
Ladies, are you going to collaborate? Did you already decide if you would like to choose a question?
Sure. We'll do a scenario.
All right. Here we go. Buckle up your seatbelt.
Oh, Lord. Question.
All right. So I've been married for a little over 2 years now, and my parents have the bad habit of just showing up at my place unannounced and expect to be received with a full smile. I love my parents, but this is not okay. Yesterday, while my husband and I were sleeping, the bell rang. It was my parents. My mom could tell I was sleepy and asked if we were sleeping, but then she got offended when I said yes. As my parents walked away upset, my mom said, make sure you call before you come to our house then. I agreed, even though all of my siblings still live there. What can I do to fix this situation? How do I make them understand boundaries without offending them?
You want me to go?
Mm-hmm.
You can establish boundaries with your parents without being disrespectful, without offending them, by simply saying, hey, can you please give us a call on your way over? Just to make sure we're dressed, we're decent, we're not having sex, whatever. Like, just don't come over. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just come over unannounced like that. I'm married now. This is no longer just my house. You can't just pop up. There's no telling what's going on. We're newlyweds. We're happy. You know what I mean? Like, common courtesy would be to give me a phone call or a heads up before you just pop over.
I don't think she needs to do anything else. They did it.
No, that's what the mom said.
I know. But what I'm saying is it's fixed. Like, the mom's upset. Let her. It's okay. You can't come over my house. And I will call you before I come because that's common decency. Okay? So it's fine. She's all right.
And you don't live there anymore. So why not call before you go?
She'll live. Yeah. She'll live.
Right. You wouldn't go to anybody else's house unannounced like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Leave the situation alone.
What you say, Dawn?
Back in my day, I used to pop up at niggas' houses. Oh, I'm sorry, inwards houses. I didn't even know you still lived here. But
but would you do it to your adult daughter or son? Would you do it to them, like pop up at their house unannounced? They're married. You would?
Oh, no. I don't know. I wouldn't pop up unannounced. I mean, I feel like FaceTiming me is like popping up in my house. FaceTiming me, you don't know what.
That's
right.
That's like showing up, ringing my doorbell. But, and I know that I agree. Like, mom and dad get over it. I mean, they will understand.
They'll be all right.
But I'm not calling my parents when I'm coming over. I used to live there, and I have keys. You don't have keys to my house.
But why? What if your parents was getting it in? Parents still get it in.
She said all of her siblings still live there.
They still can
I mean, I'm not gonna go into their bedroom, but I'm not going. But my parents are very old. Rest in peace, my daddy. He 6 years ago, but my mom 83. If they still getting it popping,
you see the nursing statistics. They just be. Hanging out with everybody.
I know, because in Roseland, they said it was a very high STD. I'm sorry.
What?
Yes.
Because they just be smashing each other. They old at this point. They're like, whatever.
Actually, it's living life. Live life. It's almost over. Live life.
Let me find out. One person going around smashing all the grandmamas at the retirement home.
One granddaddy. My husband booty. Hey, listen, these old women are frisky.
I don't even know what to say.
Keep living. It's gonna be okay.
I agree with that. Yeah.
No, she will be okay.
Until you die. I mean,
the parents can just be mad. Like,
they'll be fine.
They'll be okay.
They'll understand it.
Yeah, I agree. I was while you all were talking, I was trying to remember if I called before. Well, my mom lives here now because my dad passed away a few years ago. But I think I did still, at the very least, I would text. But most of the time they didn't answer the phone, or so it might seem like I popped up. But I would call, say I'm coming over, or text, they wouldn't respond, and I'd pull up, and if I saw their cars outside, then I, go in. Trying to think if their doors were unlocked or not.
But did they ever pop up on you unannounced?
No.
Because that's the scenario, right? Them popping, their parents popping up on them unannounced. Anybody parents pop up on them unannounced?
No, but I pop up on my mom if I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I'll call her like, "Hey, Mom, I'm in your driveway. Open the door." Like, I really have to use the bathroom. Okay.
Yeah.
If my mom popped up on me before I got I would have had to let her in because she traveled hella far to come to pop up because I never lived in Chicago.
Oh. Okay. Well, if she popped up, yeah, you're like, okay, you drove far.
You need to get that flight back on that flight. Call me before you get on the flight.
That would be terrible.
You always open the door in your birthday suit, and they probably won't pop up on you no more.
Wait, what do you say? Say it again.
So you can always open the door in your birthday suit, and they probably won't pop up on you no more.
I made you, girl.
Yeah, they don't care. Okay, I was gonna say that. Like,
they don't care.
No.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, Candie, I want you to get a chance. Did you decide what you would like?
A question.
A question.
Oh.
Okay, I can barely see. Sorry. Okay, if you caught your babysitter sleeping on the job, what would you do?
I was gonna say something. I thought I was sleeping with your man.
I did too. I'm like,
low key, I thought that's where I was headed.
I was ready.
I have a 3-year-old, and my daughter is very busy I guess that's normal for her to be busy at 3. So to catch someone who's supposed to be watching her falling asleep, that would make me very upset, and they wouldn't watch her again. You have to be alert with my daughter, and I'm very selective as to who watches her, so I don't just let anybody watch her, family included. So if I catch you sleeping on the job, you're not going to be working for me anymore. I'm not going to be paying you anymore.
Yeah. Well, you can sleep if my kid is asleep, you can sleep.
Now that's if my child is sleeping, okay. You can take a quick little nap. But if she's up and you're sleeping, that's a problem for me.
Woo, girl, I would be so fired because I sleep on my own kids. Like.
Oh, me too.
Stay in the house. Just stay in the house.
I am a little bit in love with her.
That's like young kids. They 6 and 9. Like,
yeah,
I was old when they was babies. Like, damn, I'm tired. And my babysitter was just like straight up sleep, like for real. Like, yeah. Because for that matter, though, I would have to fire my mom because
she'd be asleep.
She'd be knocked
out.
Sleep
through anything too.
But those kids, they can watch.
Yeah.
They just need a body in the house so you won't go to jail. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. But
you did the job.
Yeah. I think it matters too, like who the babysitter is. I think because I've been really blessed that I'm here in Chicago raising my children with all of my family around.
Ooh,
yeah. I don't know that anybody's ever watched my children who wasn't a family member. And so, I mean, you know, it wasn't every single person in the family, but for the most part, my kids have been with me. So if they, you know, most likely my parents watched them or, you know, my ex-husband's parents, something. I just don't know. And I'm sure they fell asleep. I'm sure.
I mean, if it's had like a drug and alcohol induced sleep,
right?
You can
hear something, yeah.
Hear, like, okay, damn, I'm asleep. I woke up asleep, like, yeah.
Or even most of the time, you wake up when it's too quiet, right? You're like, I don't hear movement. Let me see what's going on. But I don't know. I don't know how if it were somebody that I actually hired that I didn't know personally, I think I would feel some type of way if I came in and my kids were up and they were asleep.
Oh, I'm calling the cops. Neglect.
I'm kindly falling asleep when it comes time to pay you. Okay.
Right.
Right.
I get that. Well, ladies, that rounds us out. We have been on the show for 59 minutes and 58 seconds. So I know you guys did great. It was kind of mellow tonight, but it was cool. Nobody had their wine except me.
I had the wine glass. They had water.
Yes. Okay. So with that,
if I had wine, I would
be asleep.
I'll be the babysitter.
I know, right? And we didn't say anything about that. Latanya was not with us for 2 weeks in a row because she was living her best life. Where were you at? Mexico? No, Jamaica.
Jamaica. I was in Jamaica.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I presume you had a wonderful vacation.
I had a ball.
Yeah.
You know how what they Jamaican don't owe me nothing.
Yeah. Wait a minute, you was there for 2 weeks?
You got money.
No. I was not there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was there for almost a week. But I don't want to talk about what happened last week.
I was gonna say let's we could talk about the details. And
I was the babysitter.
Let me All right. I wanted to thank you to Shonta and Crystal for joining us. Thank you for sharing your information with your company. I'm so excited that we have a Black-owned tableware.
Disposable tableware. You got it.
But I'm so excited. I was excited when I saw it. I'm glad that I have had a chance to meet with you all and talk to you all and share your information with the world. So this is exciting. I'm excited. And of course, I need to get that information from you about the event that you talked about earlier. And then, so really quickly, we typically have the show every Monday at 7 p.m. Chicago time. You guys know that. Tomorrow is a special event because we are airing at 11 a.m. We have Queen Key, who is going to be our boss chick tomorrow. And so that is the time that we're doing that. Now, I will replay it next Monday while I'm recovering from my centennial weekend. So if you're free at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, please tune in for the live interview with our boss chick tomorrow. But I'm going to close out the show. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody. And we are going to say goodnight. But don't go anywhere because I want to hear Latanya's stories.